just for a minute. Close your eyes for a second.
Welcome back to my channel, Poshcateyes Unfiltered. Hi guys, we're gonna be recapping, I think it's episode 9 of the Real Housewives of Potomac. And guess what? According to, or in the words of Karen Huger, you know what? Mia is unraveling because she is running a pimp village. Quite literally. We'll get to the few talking points. First things first, if you haven't subscribed yet, or you are subscribing and unsubscribing yourself, I'm not sure why you're doing this. Guys, I need this channel to grow. Click that notification button, like, comment, and share this channel with your friends. I know the channel's sort of boring at the moment, but we will pick up momentum as we get the numbers up. But I am trying my best, okay? And life has been lifing me, guys. As you can see, I am just struggling to even gather the momentum or the oomph to, you know, do this commentary. But we'll get there. Let's just get into the nitty-gritty of this particular episode. So, as you know, Mia is now juggling. Guess what, guys? Actually, I'm tagging this particular episode 3 men and a female. And then we have Mia. Mia is juggling 3 men. She is juggling or juggling. I am lost for words. This lady is juggling 3 men and her girlfriend as well. That's on the show currently. We will get to all the nitty-gritty. So as you all know, episode ended, and again we're still celebrating Wendy's party. 5 or 4 episodes in, Wendy is still celebrating the big 4-0. So we'll give it to her. Producers have really milked this particular birthday celebration for what it was or for what it is. Yeah, so this is the conclusion of Wendy's 40th, which is also Ashley's 36th birthday, but we're not seeing that much oomph or celebration from Ashley because she's got mediation coming up. Stacey has also got mediation coming up, and they did talk about it in this particular gathering at Wendy's 40th. But the one that actually was newsworthy was the concluding part from the last episode where Mia came to the table and Giselle wanted to find out or gain clarity as to what's exactly going on between her, Ink, and Gordon, because she did come to them crying that Ink decided to take a step back from being present with Mia and the kids as well as Gordon there. So they were surprised to see that the very next day Ink and Gordon were having a drink fest by the pool with the kids in present or in tow. And so again, don't blame Giselle for trying to want to understand exactly what is going on, because Mia, it's just a lot. It's a lot. She did then say the fathers of my kids can get along. That, you know, throw a curveball, because women were like, the fathers of your kid. We thought it was Gordon. This is where we did get to find out that she was married before. And again, for me, the math is not mathing. Mia says she met Gordon at 19. Obviously, she was married before. When did she get married? 17? Or was she already in the pimping or whatever strip business before she got married to her first partner? And she did tell us that Ink was a high school sweetheart. So where was Ink in all of this with the first marriage? Because guys, it's quite confusing. I'm not trying to, you know, body shame Mia. She's the one actually telling us all of this, but I'm trying to understand the timeline, because we need to know, you know, whilst you're giving us all these juicy details about your life, we also need to make sure that the timelines are matching. She did say Joshua, her first child, is from a previous relationship. And guess what? That all 3 men in her life are all coming together. They are all getting along. Chick is, you know, running, seriously, she is running a polygamous household. Her game is tight, okay guys, because I for the life of me would not understand how this works, and I am not judging. We're not here to judge, we are here to listen. It's a current trend that's ongoing at the moment on the internet, so we don't judge, we just listen. So Mia, come tell us correctly. Were you married at 15 when you had Joshua, before you became a stripper? Or you were already stripping, got married when you met Gordon, you left your first husband? Or where was Ink, by the way? Because Ink was meant to be your high school sweetheart, because he came now on the picture claiming he's been there all this while, because you said 10 years ago, before now, or when you guys were kids in high school, you met Ink. So what's going on? There was no resolution here because Mia was all over the place. She was trying to accuse Giselle of meddling in her situation when, in fact, Mia, you are the one that came with the conversation or the decision for Ink stepping out or pulling back, and now you're blaming Giselle for trying to get in your business. This is just weird. It gets interesting at the end of this particular episode because Mia decided to come for Giselle's kids. Okay, we then move on to Ashley, who is trying to get more details about Stacy's pending mediation. Stacy is clueless. Okay, she has no clue. All she's singing is, my marriage is going to be perfect. Me and my partner, we have decided to split amicably and our assets are going to be split. I have no idea how to pay the water bill, the mortgage, the light bills. And I'm here like, God, why didn't I get it so easy where I'll be clueless as to all of this? I mean, I know exactly what's going on, even though because I'm responsible for most of it. Oh, I was responsible for most of this. So it's quite interesting, to say the least, that these women have no clue. Wendy chimed in to say she has no clue about the mortgage, the light, the whatever. Well, girls, enjoy. You meet some men who are just there to protect, profess, and provide, and it's a good thing. But then you want it to be forever. Cases like this, or Ashley's case where it's not forever, it becomes what happens next. So Ashley is in the midst of facing mediation. The girls will be gathering to share a little bit more about the aftermath from mediation. We did see Giselle and her daughter catching up, as well as Karen and her daughter also catching up. I guess the particular point I'm trying to get to is the most important part of this particular episode, because there was really not much on. Okay, during this particular sit down with the girls, we did hear Jacqueline giving her 2 cents, which did not sit well with her girlfriend Mia, and Mia invited her to, should I say, give her a makeover, because according to Mia, Jacqueline is from the village. She literally picked her up from the village. And Jacqueline is, none the wiser, accepting of this particular makeover. Got warned literally by her girlfriend to not meddle, or when in fact, not literally meddle, just support everything she says, hook, line, and sinker, the lies, everything. Just say yes, do not comment. And Jacqueline got close in reward for the fact that she's going to be shutting up. Now, things took a head at literally Over the Edge event organized by Ashley. She invited the girls to come over, but right before this, they did have a sit down to debrief on mediation attempt by Ashley and Stacy. Stacy said she went in blind, came out dumb. She had no clue, and she's now realizing there's some things that she needs to go sort out, go get some details on before the next sit down mediation. Now, personally, since having been through this course, I think mediation is a one-time sitting, because you can't have mediation, multiple mediation in resolving, because you're just wasting time and paying lawyers. If you're not resolving it at the first go, I am not sure how you're going to be resolving it at the second go. Ashley, on the other hand, is more understandable because they had mediation. There were a few things that they could not agree on, and it came to privacy and confidentiality. Her ex needed her to sign in perpetuity not to talk about him on the show or wherever she's going to be making money from on reality TV, and she's like refusing to sign on for her mouth to be closed. This is her life. She had kids from this relationship, and she's not going to be silenced. Good on you, Ashley. And I think from here on now, they're going to be going to court if there is no agreement reached. For fair to say, they have been able to agree on a few things, custody and I guess financial matters as well. It's just now the fact that this guy wants her to sign a non-disclosure agreement in perpetuity, and that doesn't make sense. You don't silence people for their lifetime. It's ridiculous. We're gonna leave Stacy to still be dumb and trying to figure out where she's at, because that chick, she's too beautiful to look this way or portray this way. It might be an act, I don't know, I really cannot tell you, but I am literally getting turned off by the minute. Every time I see her on my screen, I'm like trying to get to the next, because there's just very little information to get out of her that makes any meaningful sense. She's still trying to struggle with TJ to come to terms with what they're doing there. TJ is not interested. Every time she opens her mouth, TJ literally wants to put cotton bud in his ear to stop hearing her talk. This is the facial expression I'm getting. I don't know about you watching. Come on the comment section and tell me what you think, because I am not the only one seeing this. It has to be all of us watching this train wreck of a friendship that's just unraveling in our eyes. Now, it concluded again at the Over the Edge event organized by Ashley, trying to raise funds for homelessness. She did experience homelessness with her mom when her mom left her marriage. And so successfully did this cliff dive from a very high-rise building. Good on this Ashley. She is a daredevil. I'm gonna give her that. She likes to live on the edge. She takes risk in a fun way though. So yeah, good on her. She did that successfully. But then there was drama brewing on the lower ground from the rooftop, you know, and this was Mia sidelining Giselle to have a conversation regarding what went down at Wendy's 40th. Now, Mia felt that Giselle was questioning her about her relationship and the situation surrounding her relationship with the three men and the chick Jacqueline in her life. And Giselle's like, well, not really. I'm just trying to gain clarity from situations that you are telling us and not the other way around. Well, Mia decided to go below the belt by shading Giselle's kids. Now, this is where I found it really quite distasteful, despicable, and just downright offensive, because yes, these girls are now teenagers and I guess they are now in college, so they have the right to have their own life, privacy, in a way that is outside their mom's presence on the show, which they have done for a whole how many seasons now? 9 seasons and counting. So for Mia to then use that and say, oh, your daughters brought men during the vacation we had in the Dominican Republic, what does that matter? Isn't that between Giselle and her daughters in private? Was that aired? Do we have to know about this? They ended up in a very feisty situation because there was no resolution to this. I think Giselle was shocked at the fact that Mia came at her like that, and Karen is like, man, you know, Mia, I know it's a lot, you know, you're trying to juggle 3 men. It's kind of hard, you know, there's a lot to go through. You go through one every day, and then you then go for your girlfriend to change the dynamics again, you know, to change preference and change taste, you know. So it's a lot of juggling. There's a lot of juggling involved. There's a lot of mental toll and a lot of emotional toll. So Mia is pretty much unraveling from her eyes. Like I said, that woman has got no truth in her mouth. We're going to find out next episode exactly how this particular sit down between Giselle plays out in the next, you know, as the season progresses, because I think Giselle is gonna come for this chick, and it's gonna come and it's gonna be good. So guys, what do you think about this episode? Again, Stacey's mediation, clueless sit down with her lawyers and saying that they're gonna be kumbaya with this particular split. What do you think again? And with Ashley saying she's nearing the end of her mediation, might be proceeding to court, perpetuity is not what she signed up for. Are we on board with this? Guys, I'm sweating bullets. It's such a hot day today. Thank you so much for listening to my blabs. Until I come again next week, we will be safe. Please be safe and remain focused. Thank you for watching.